Yeah.
That's cool as shit.
What, go ahead.
What were you gonna say, Jimmy?
I was gonna try to say something to Jay before you went live.
Fuck. Hold on. I got to mute this shit. Hold on.
Yeah, me too. We all got to mute this shit.
Not me.
I had it on.
There we go. Thank
You can't
for joining
mute it
us
when
for
it's.
that.
You can't mute it when you're waiting.
Yeah.
I don't even have it open.
You gotta wait.
I'm just looking at the Hangouts only. That's it. I'm not looking at the YouTube or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean when if
I-
you got YouTube open, you can't mute it. It just says waiting. So you
Yeah.
got to fucking
You
get on that
Gotta
shit.
wait until it starts.
So, hey, Jimmy, what was your question, man? Go ahead and ask.
Oh man, we're not live, right?
No, we are. You can ask live. I don't
Yep,
care.
we are live.
No, we're all right. No, I'm good, man.
All right. You say so, my friend.
Yep, I'm good.
What's going on, Big Blue? It's a little late for you, ain't it?
Hey, well, mind of God woke me up, like I said.
Fucking.
Oh,
I was
Fucking
ready to
mind of
slap
God.
my computer trying to explain to him how a fucking pendulum works.
Yeah,
You gonna throat punch your computer?
There's some British guy. I can't remember where he lives, but he's a crane operator, and that's his proof that the Earth didn't move and that none of his cranes swing naturally.
Oh, I saw that guy. That guy's a jackass, man.
Hey, Jimmy. Hold on. Let me see.
Yep.
Let me see if my Nightbot's working right quick. Terry Davis wants a link, but I don't have him on Discord. So first
Okay.
off, let me see if our Nightbot's going to play with me tonight.
Do I have him on
If
Discord?
not,
Oh, it's Terry. All right, yeah, let's get him the link.
Nightbot is actually working for once. So Terry, if you jump over to my Discord and send me a
I don't
message,
have him.
I will drop you a link to it. I set this hangout up quick, and I'm not planning on having any flirts in here other than the live chat tonight. So I'm not dropping a public link because OBS wants to act retarded on my laptop all of a sudden.
Go figure, right?
So
Yeah, I don't have him.
Looks like
Let's
Terry
see.
Davies is looking for a link in there.
yeah,
There he is.
yeah.
he's on Discord. So Jimmy, well, I got Discord on my phone, so
Well, no, I can do it. What do you need me to do, man?
I told him to send me a private message on Discord, and I drop him a link. So
All right, just so you guys
Back
know,
home.
I am not in my truck tonight. My route got canceled as I got to the lot. So I'm not going to have any disruptions or any of that kind of crap, and my entire
Hey,
family's
Jay,
asleep
man,
so we're good.
Don't worry. Don't worry about any of that, dude. You're good, bro. You're fine, man.
Fat George, you have a link on Discord. Anybody else who would like to join, let me know in the YouTube chat and jump over to Discord, and I'll get you links sent out. So, yeah, that was a fun evening. It started out watching Sean's channel while I was at dinner, and then Sean Hawkins, and then jumped over to Sean G's when I got back. All right. I just got a message from Terry, so give me 1 second while I drop him a link.
All right. Dude, I was having a pretty decent conversation with y'all, and including, what was his name? Tim Osmond. Good conversation with that guy, too.
Yeah, I was watching all
Yeah,
that.
it was a interesting night over on Sean's channel.
Yeah, you got to double up on the Seans, man.
Right?
You got to sit there and hang out with Sean Hawkins, and you got to hang out with Sean G. So you got two Seans for one stone.
There you go.
Well, I had a very specific reason for hanging out on Sean Hawkins. I wanted to get my hands into the Limitless Idiots.
Man,
Terry,
I
you
was
got a
going to say
link
that.
on this.
Oh, sorry, man. No, my bad. I
But
walked over you
would
there.
it matter though? I mean, those guys are so like far gone. Like,
Yeah,
there's
they
nothing. No matter what you say to them, it won't ever matter. So
No.
it would just be an argument.
Yeah.
are. Their entire argument is, look at it.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Look, it's so fake. Look at it.
Right.
They have a direct misunderstanding of the word look. Like, it may look like, something looks like it is doesn't mean that it necessarily is that way. Like,
Yeah.
it may look flat, but it's not flat. The Big Bang happened. They'd say, "Oh, nothing happened." Well, there was still something out there, background
Were you there?
radiation of some kind or another.
Were you there?
Mind
Did
to
you
God
see that?
did his. Mind to God did his normal. You start walking them down and agreeing with everything, and then all of a sudden it got stupid confrontational.
Oh yeah, dude. I was listening to him. He pissed you off something bad, man. He got you heated.
The hell, that guy triggers me for sure.
Oh, he triggers me all the time too, Blue.
Oh,
He called
fucking
me, Blue, and Terry idiots for trying to have a civil conversation and
Yeah,
explain
he
the concept.
he called Blue and Crash idiots. Now that's like calling the fucking kettle black.
Now you
Well,
guys went beyond. You went beyond triggered. You went to heated. You were about ready to go thermonuclear crash. I was listening to your tone, man. I was like, "Ooh, he's not fucking happy at all right now."
Yeah, I did that experiment as part of basic college shit.
absolutely.
Same here.
I mean, it's not hard. You can set it up. In fact, we were told to set it up with whatever we had laying around. It just had to be a heavy enough mass to keep swinging for more than I think they told us it had to swing for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could be a
that's enough to
barbell out of a
demonstrate.
gym.
That's enough to demonstrate it. That's all it takes. And the
Yeah.
only
So we used a bowling ball, and I drilled a hole and put an ink pen in the bottom of it, and we set it up so it just barely touched a piece of cardboard.
Nice.
I did one night in northern Indiana with a 4100 crane and the 3,000-pound headache ball on the end of that damn thing.
Are there any videos
It
of?
went for a long time.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are there any videos of Foucault's pendulum on the equator?
They won't. No, there's no point in making one.
I know.
Won't do
I'd
anything.
like to just see, confirm it. I know it wouldn't move, but I'd just like to confirm it. See a 24-hour live feed of this thing swinging that way, and then have one like it in Cleveland or in Columbus, Ohio. At the COSI. You could do that one, and then one in Australia, and just compare them. It'd be cool to get 24-hour live feeds streamed like frame.
I'm sorry, guys. Can you explain that again? I was trying to do something in the chat. What happens when there's a pendulum on what did you say? One of the poles
On the
on the
equator,
equator.
it won't move.
It won't move. That's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Building a Foucault pendulum on the equator is a good way to get yourself locked up for observation.
Wow.
I mean, it'd just be interesting to have like three, have the north equator and south, and just have a solid demonstration of it.
Just to make mind of God happy, fuck that guy. Look, making a Foucault pendulum on the equator is like making a water bucket with no bottom in it.
So at what latitude does it start working?
Well,
Anything other than the equator.
anything off the equator, yeah, you can go
Wow.
2 degree off the equator.
Go
and
2
it'll
feet
start.
north, go 2 feet south. Oh, something
That's
like
awesome. That's crazy, man.
It might take a bit longer, but
It'll take a long time.
that.
Yeah. They react faster closer to the poles.
All right. So okay. Thank you, Crash. You just
think,
answered the question before I asked it.
At the pole, it will rotate it in exactly 24 hours. It'll make one full rotation in exactly 24 hours.
it almost.
Well, there's a
like
bunch of
clockwork.
fulcrum pendulums across, in museums and stuff, right?
There's
Yeah.
about, you can go. You can get. There's a list on the internet. You can look it up. And I think in the U.S. Alone, there's about 150 of them in public places that you can gain access to.
Yeah,
And
Cosine,
watch, right.
Ohio is one of them.
Well, that's
You'll see it
The
on my
Museum of
birthday
Science
every
and
year.
Industry in Chicago used to have a really nice one.
well,
Yeah.
that was the Museum of Natural History in Chicago that Sean had up on the screen.
I've been there.
Yeah.
He used
That's
to
a
live
nice. That's a nice one.
he used to live in Crown Point. We went there a couple of times. Saw went to the zoo, the Natural History Museum, and the Museum of Science and Industry.
You live in Crown Point, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dad was a silo tender. He was basically one of the two guys in the beginning of War Games.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking cool, man.
I didn't find out about that until about a year and a half ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's one museum that I've always wanted to go to, and that's the Smithsonian Aerospace Museum. I'm dying to go there, man. One of these
That would
days
be
I
nice.
will.
Place is badass.
That is
I've
a
been to
good
the
one.
one in Dayton. Been to the Air Museum in I think it's Dayton.
Yeah, right, Patterson.
Yeah,
Have you been there, Crashes?
Yes, I have. I used to live in Maryland.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, like I said, I've always wanted to go there. It's been a fucking bucket list travel location of mine since I was a kid, actually.
That's got some cool stuff, but I'll tell you that one in Dayton, the Air Force Museum there in Dayton, that's just as good, I think. Maybe even better.
I went to the one in Dayton when I was delivering. I used to deliver antiques across the country, and one of my routes took me through there, and I had some downtime, and I checked it out. That one was pretty freaking sweet. I like that one.
plane.
You need about 3 or 4 days to go through that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had about 3 days off, so I managed to. I only went through like about a quarter of it, but then I had to get back out on the road, unfortunately.
Oh hell, you go through if you just trying to get through those 4 huge buildings they've got.
Yeah.
Fort Rucker, Alabama has a really good helicopter museum. Flight
Yeah.
museum.
Out here in
Alright.
Albuquerque, we've got a I forgot the name of it. It's on the Air Force base down here, Kirtland Air Force Base, but they got a nice museum down there when it comes to nuclear rockets and so on.
Yeah, Fort Rucker was helicopter train, warrant officer flight school.
Yep.
Hmm.
And when I was in, they changed back over to Army Air Corps.
I just had a look on the internet, and I've
Huh?
got 7 in Australia. I've got one up in Sydney and one down in Canberra, so just around the corner for me. Going back to that again. Sorry.
Just so everybody knows, we will not be playing I'm not giving away another T-shirt tonight. It's too damn late.
All right.
This is a talk shit about MOG night or what?
Let's do it.
Oh.
Talk about whatever.
I'm up for that.
Yeah, the Army was the first one to use planes, and then all of a sudden, then they created it was the Army Air Corps, and then they created the Air Force, and that was all moved over.
And
And
they
then
branched off, right?
yeah, and so you had the Army, and then you had the Air Force, which was basically the Army Air Corps. So the last airman, or the last Air Corpsman to receive his helicopter wing was the grandfather of the first guy to receive his helicopter wings under the new Army Air Corps when it switched back.
When did
And
it
Oh,
he
wow.
got to hand his son or grandson, one of the two, his wings, and I got to photograph it for the paper.
When did
That's pretty cool, man.
Is there an Army Air Corps now?
No,
Yeah,
it became
yeah.
the United States Air Force, didn't it?
In
Yeah, it was the Air
1947,
Force,
it did,
and
yeah.
then they switched it back just to the helicopter pilots.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I got bored the other night, Blue, and I ordered me a new toy.
What'd you get?
Ordered a 163 Comet.
You'll have fun with that one.
Rocket ship.
Oh yeah, it's got a 18-inch wingspan, and they guarantee me it'll crack 200 mile an hour.
Oh, wow. That's a good one, man.
Ain't got no tail on it.
Hell no, it's a flying wing with a rudder.
Ain't got no tail. That makes it go fast.
Oh yeah, it's going to be fun trying to fly something that small.
And land it too. And land.
Eh,
Oh, you'll
Any
land all right.
landing-
The question is whether or not
Yeah.
you'll be able to use it again.
you're right.
Hey, quick question for y'all. Did that in that last debate with Mind of God and Sean G and everybody, did those 2 photos that I had posted to you guys, did that end up in there as far as their whole fucking perspective thing popped up?
Yeah,
Oh, I missed
No,
all-
we
I
got
missed all that.
taken way the fuck off of perspective real quick.
Yeah, that didn't last long, did it? I jumped into.
Damn it, man! Because I mean, you've seen it, Crashes. Those 2 photos are, it's interesting to see that how they look at it like all perspective or whatever the hell it is. And I've got and I gave you guys 2 photos from 2 different locations at the exact same time.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's funny if you look at the first photo. you see the aircraft coming down, my remote control plane coming down for a landing, and you see the car in the background. They look like they're, looks like the plane's like right on top of the aircraft, and then you see the cell phone antenna or tower way off in the distance. And if you look at the other image, you can't see that antenna for shit. That's way the hell down that road.
I originally jumped on Sean G's because when I was coming back from dinner, they were discussing the technology differences between the Apollo missions and current technology.
Yeah, that's when I just started. Yeah.
Well, those are vastly different techs.
Yeah.
I was watching. There's actually a group of guys that for the Apollo anniversary restored the AGC to working condition.
Yeah, they did.
And they got like what is it, 30 hours of video of them working on this thing in a hotel room.
Oh yeah, I've watched it.
Yeah, it's amazing video. But I pulled up the spec.
You got to link me to that one. I want to see that.
The AGC in the Apollo missions was a 16-bit word length with 15 bits of data and 1 parity bit. That's it.
Wow, that's impressive.
And how many cubic centimeters size was this instrument?
Fucking huge.
It weighed 70 pounds, and it was 24 inches by 12.5 inches by 6.5 inches. So it was 61 centimeters by 32 centimeters by 17 centimeters. It actually used a magnetic cord rope with varying resistances across of it is what made it all work.
Yeah.
Which is very resistant to outside interference.
Is it true that an old Nokia 3110 or something is more powerful than to have run the Apollo missions?
Oh, a damn wristwatch is more powerful.
Yeah.
There's more tech in a Samsung smartwatch than there was in the Apollo lander, from what I understand.
It was 15 bits. 15 bits, not kilobits or gigs. 15 bits of data.
That's just the width of the width of the bus was it's a 16-bit bus, but they used 1 parity bit.
Yeah,
which is a checksum is all that is.
Yeah, it was the restoration video that the guys did. I'll have to find the links and I'll share them in another video. But the restoration they did on it was amazing on that unit.
Do they know actually what part of the circuitry in the transistors and resistors or whatever that would be affected the most by if they went through the radiation belt?
Currently, the biggest issue we have is that technology was analog. So you've got sine wave patterns of varying distances. Digital technology is pretty much on and off, so it doesn't take much interference to cause massive amounts of
on
problems.
and off, yeah.
Oh yeah, in the differences between how analog and digital works varies drastically. Especially like if you hit it with like a analog, you can hit it with a specific amount of radiation and not a whole hell of a lot will happen to it. But with digital, you can fuck it up pretty bad.
It also has a lot to do with the architecture of the circuitry, of how close the circuits are together. And any kind of like energy can bridge those small gaps.
Like arcing, yeah.
You have specific electronic components that are quote unquote radiation hardened. They've got shielding built into them to stop a lot of that.
Cool.
But you got to be very careful about how you select that. So I used to design that shit. You got to be careful about what you're selecting.
Real quick here, kind of off the top there, in the chat here, Pi Parrot. This is directed at Sean Hawkins. If you're seeing this, I've just finished catching up on the live stream and the live chat. Couldn't see the B Baller for Life's photos he emailed. What is that referring to?
I've got no idea.
They were the same photos that Sean G showed on his live stream.
Yeah.
To do with the shadows of the mountain experiment.
Oh, okay. That's
yeah,
what
it was the ones that. Well, it was the debunking of Chris Berry's photos.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah.
Okay.
So-called photos.
Yeah.
Pretty much all you got to do is put Chris Berry's photo up on the screen, and you debunked it.
Yeah. He does.
You don't really need to say anything. He debunks his own shit.
Later, Sean. If you guys don't subscribe to Sean's channel, be sure to check him out. Sean, you going live at the same time tomorrow?
Yeah, probably about 6 o'clock. about a couple hours later.
Cool, Sean, man. Have a good night,
You guys
man.
be sure to
All right,
check it
Sean,
out.
it's good to talk to you again, man. You have yourself a good night, my friend.
All right, you too.
Later,
Will
John.
do.
See you, Sean.
I was going to mention,
yeah, it was,
I've got a couple of I actually have a sunrise video while flying my remote control aircraft. Just to the east of Albuquerque is the Sandia Mountains that if I remember correctly, peak out at like 11,500 feet was the top. And in the flight, in the flight, you can, where I'm standing, I'm in the shade from the mountain, and might get my aircraft well above, where I'm at. Because let's see. Shit, it's hard to explain. I got to upload the video to really let you guys see how it goes.
I
But
can imagine. Yeah.
where the plane is at, it can catch the sun coming above the mountain before that shadow goes away, and it's pretty cool looking.
let you guys see how it goes.
Yeah, I'd
So-
like to get a video footage of the sun hitting the top of the mountain range behind me, but not coming over the horizon for sunrise.
So for our experiment on this channel, I am currently waiting for weather because the runway today was under 2 inches of water.
Oh, so it's not a seaplane.
No, not a seaplane.
Put some floats on it, can't you?
I am not attempting to put floats on the tail-dragging aerobatic aircraft that's already going to be holding a roughly 2-liter size container between the landing gear.
Yeah, you might be
That's
able to get it off the ground, but I don't know about back on.
That's a big ass airplane that you've shown in the past, man. I'm pretty sure it can handle hauling a 2-liter bottle, no problem at all. But make sure there's 0 air bubbles in that thing.
Right, we're going to do it a couple different ways. So I have one that I have modified the cap on so I can pull a vacuum on it, since that was brought up the other day.
Oh, Nightbot deleted a message from Sean G. What the hell?
Yeah, I hit show, but
Hold on.
Nightbot deleted it.
Nightbot is
message
faster
said
than
Chris
you, Jimmy.
his message said Chris Berry versus B-Balls for Life's images, and then his other message
Because
said,
they're linked. Hold on, I'm fixing that. I haven't had Sean G over here when I could give him a wrench, so it's only timing him out because he's doing links. So give me 1 second, Sean. I'll fix that.
Poor Sean. I'll beg him out for that.
There we go. So that's fixed. I usually have a hard time keeping up with this stuff over here.
It's tough, man. I'm sitting here watching the chat, and it moves pretty quick. And if you look away for 1 second, 10 messages have passed. You got to scroll back and be like, what the hell just happened?
Well, we've only got to start swearing and arguing, and then it'll start going faster.
Oh, yeah.
Right. No, I try to keep things very laid back over here, Terry.
That's good. I like it laid back.
Chris Berry versus.
This is usually where everybody ends up after a heated debate to chill and talk about what the hell ever.
And Sean G's got his wrench. Sean G, you must name your wrench. Well, I named mine anyway.
Wait, whoa! What's the name of your wrench?
My wrench's name is Steve.
Oh, my wrench is named Thunder.
Thunder?
What
Okay.
the hell is wrong with you two?
What?
What?
I haven't got a wrench.
Steve, I
I've
like
got a-
it, Steve. That's funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I haven't got a wrench. I've got a spanner.
Oh.
He's one of those guys.
Barney in the live chat just shared, I believe those are the files of his Foucault pendulums from Vienna. That he just shared with us.
Interesting.
I might have missed Barney's replies to me, but he has a link, I think, to join if he wants to. He might have told me that he can't or whatever, but I'm pretty sure he has a link.
Yeah, like I said, if somebody's got Sean G's Gmail or a way to send him the link, drop him a link if he wants to jump on here. But I know it was late where he was at.
Oh
so.
yeah, I can drop links to So I'll drop a link to Sean G and Bonnie. I'm pretty sure I already dropped one to Bonnie. Maybe I'm wrong, but
There we go.
So yeah, like I said, it's usually laid back. I have Everybody that's won T-shirts this week, I will be sending them out Monday. I have your information, so they will be going in the mail Monday afternoon. Yeah, and if anybody's interested, shoot me an email because I will have a few Team Double D Density's Destiny shirts with the airplane on the back for sale for $25.
That'll probably cost me that in shipping.
Now you're going to send me some of that Death Wish coffee, right? When you send the system back.
Yeah, I'll send you some.
Awesome, man. It doesn't have to be a shit ton, just enough for like a few cups.
Death Wish coffee is the reason I'm still awake right now.
Beer is the reason I'm still awake right now.
Daytime's while I am.
No, Barney's link. Barney's link is to the B-Ball for Life pictures.
Gotcha. I'll be right back, man. Give me just a second.
Yeah. Sean said he joined in a few. He's eating and decompressing after that.
Decompressing. I think that was the first time I've heard Sean raise his voice.
Oh yeah, he was not happy with Mind of God.
He started throwing insults
And
at
you
me,
know
and
what?
I've never spoke one harsh word against him.
No, we've had him on here and he was pretty civil, and then the next day he was just fucking retarded.
Mm.
I think I pissed him off.
His whole view
You
on
did?
women's night pissed me off too. So
I think we were
He's just-
cornered. He was getting cornered. That's what he did state that fact in a sentence. He said, "No, don't start saying that. You might corner me, or you're trying to trick me, or something." And I'm thinking, that's his mindset. So once we were starting to say things that could be proved and everything, that's when he felt cornered.
Yep.
his thing with feeling cornered though is you can make a fucking pendulum out of anything with some weight to it.
Yeah, that's what
And
I was
a
trying to clarify. What is a pendulum in the first place?
It's a string and a fucking weight. That's all it is.
Like, could you quantify it and tell me exactly what you use? Well, it depends on which video you want to watch. What the hell they use. It's irrelevant to how a pendulum works.
Yeah, I'll send you a piece of the string. What do you? I mean, goddamn.
Damn, it's just the
No,
hardest thing. Setting up the full cult's pendulum is starting to swing without imparting any action on it, which
And that's why you pull it to the side with another smaller string and burn the thing with a candle.
That's what I was trying to get across.
Yep.
And then
That's how they start them. That's how you.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to start it. There's no way to pull it off center if you're pulling on it with a string.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back. How much crap were y'all talking about me?
Oh man, dude, you should probably go away.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Yeah, that's how bad it is.
I'll mute myself.
No, that's not going to stop you from hearing us talk about you, though.
damn it, Sean G.
we weren't talking about cows, so you're right for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I had comments for his whole barter system thing too. I'll go over them in a minute. Let me give Sean G's other account a wrench right quick. I'll be right back.
What's his other account?
What?
Truth Army Soldier.
Oh, that's right. Okay, gotcha.
Wah wah.
Yeah.
That way, it doesn't matter which one he's on. He can post links if he wants.
So, hey,
You're all good, Sean.
Crash, can I ask you, can somebody find Mind of God and get him in here? Because I got a serious freaking question I want to ask him.
Well, Jay, he actually he asked you to ask him the question that you wanted to ask him.
Well, I did, but then he spouted off some bullshit, and I told him that was a fuck all of an answer that he gave me.
Oh, okay, so at that point,
you
I
like-
actually walked away from
Are
the
you like
phone.
trying to ruin this hangout tonight, Jay?
No, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. I don't want to. I don't want to ruin it. No, I'm good. My bad,
Wait,
dude.
what? Why would you ruin it? What happened?
Mind of
What
God, because
Oh.
Mind of God just you triggered the fuck out of everybody that's on this panel right now.
Right.
He pissed
Yeah.
me off,
Hey,
bro.
though.
He called me a
What-
zombie when I told him his freaking response to my question was just bullshit.
So what's your question, Jay?
Well, my question to Mind of God is, I just want to ask him, like, can you provide us with solid evidence that the Earth is flat? And he turned around and said the financial institution is
Oh,
corrupt
dude,
and all this other crap. I'm like,
Jay.
that's not a fucking answer. What the hell is
Jay,
that crap?
Jay, he does that to everybody. Yeah, we can all ask him like a sound-minded question, and he'll just turn around and not answer it and say, "Do you trust your government?" I feel like if I ask him how the sun moves or like anything, any observation of the sun, he'll respond to me, "Do you trust your government?"
Fucking human watermelon
But
seed.
Yeah, like
that's not the answer to my question I asked him. Like I had asked him,
right,
hey,
no,
provide
right,
me with
right,
evidence, and he
yeah.
just totally derailed. It's like, no, you cannot fucking derail.
That's what he does
I
when
asked
he
him,
has no
why
answer.
does the sun kill flat Earth? And do you trust your government or do you? What he said something else stupid to me. What did he say? Something about honeybees in the Bible. I don't know. He's all messed up.
Honeybees. Why? Okay, can someone figure out why in the hell Pi Parrot got all of his messages deleted?
It's because
Oh,
they're
who did
posting all
that?
kinds of
Is that
emojis.
Nightbot? Is Nightbot? Is Nightbot's? Nightbot.
Spamming
Yeah,
symbols.
Nightbot's on a rampage right now.
I guess so. Holy crap, man! He deleted all of Parrot's messages. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
Nightbot's
find out what's
on a
going on
rampage.
here.
Because he was talking in all emojis, and it's the way I have, it's just the way we have stuff set up. So, nah.
Ah, gotcha.
It's my
Hey,
fault. Leave it alone.
Pi Parrot, try to avoid emoji spamming and dropping messages too damn fast.
Or just continue to do it, and we can all laugh at it.
Well, like with my channel, when I have the ability to do some live streams or hangouts or any of that kind of deal, like I don't want to time out anybody for expressing their opinions or their thoughts or expressions or whatever the case may be. It's like, when I went over to the, I took a peek at the 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. Man, I got timed out in a heartbeat, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm going to turn on the VPN, and I turned on the VPN, and I decided to dick with them. Man, that guy got pissed that he couldn't time me out anymore.
What'd you say? What?
The VPN,
VPN?
virtual private network.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
they think they're timing you out. A lot of people think they're timing out based on your username, but it goes into behind your username. It's your IP address, and if you're running a VPN, they're going to have a hard time doing it. So every time the guy would time me out, I would just refresh YouTube, bring the site back up, and start talking crap to him again. He didn't like that too much.
And why do you think you were getting timed out? Do you think you were because you were asking sensible good question, sensical questions?
Yeah,
Can't
no,
handle the
definitely.
truth.
Definitely sensical questions. Like I wasn't trying to like drop like, oh, you guys are idiots. It's actually a globe. I wasn't being
Right.
a dick or nothing like that. Like I just straight up asked him. I was like, why do you guys think or believe that the Earth is a globe? Which is a nice, level-headed question to ask. I wasn't being mean or
Exactly.
nothing like that.
Yeah.
And he timed me out right away. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's how it's going to be. So I
It is
turned the
not
VP
a
on.
sensible question on that fucking Discord channel.
Oh fuck no! It was
Oh,
like
that channel is messed up.
their channel. I guess their live chat moderator's name is Jimbo. He called me a what the hell was it? A babalizo. Whatever the fuck that is. But it's like, dude, I dropped back in and I was like, so I guess free speech isn't an option here. And he said, well, you were free to ask the question. I'm free to cancel the question and time you up. I'm like, okay, well, all the other
Yeah.
anti-flat Earth channels like Team Skeptic, Fight the Flat Earth, Red's Rhetoric, none of the mods time them out when they drop their questions. So why in the hell are they timing me out for when I drop a question? And it's just like, okay, it's a double
Right.
standard on their end.
Well, on some of those channels, the mods definitely do. It's far and few between, but they definitely do. The mods on those channels will definitely just time somebody out. But that Discord, the Flat Earth Discord thing, you don't have to say much to get timed out. Like,
No.
just asking a general question will get you timed out. But besides that point, that every time, half the time I jump on that Discord or the YouTube channel they have, most of the time they're not talking about friggin' flat Earth or round Earth. They're talking about stupid shit.
Right.
They're not talking about anything about the Earth at all.
And that's why these guys they all get all pissed off with each other, is because none of their conversations coincide with each other. They're all contradictory, so they start yelling at each other, and then they get mad. And when someone who pops in
Right.
their freaking chat asks them, "Hey, can you tell me why?" Like, all I was asking was like, "Tell me why you think the Earth is flat." Boom, timed out like that. Okay, cool. Turn the VPN on, and I'm gonna start asking all kinds of questions that piss them off because they can't time out a VPN. That's like 50 bajillion different freaking IP addresses they can't touch.
Right. I mean, I say rarely like I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what an IP address is or anything like that. So
An IP address is like kind of like your postal address to your house, but it's to your computer.
oh,
Every
That's cool.
computer's got one. They're all unique.
It's a
Yep.
unique number.
Let's do that.
But when you're
So
when
for
you're
those
running a
of you that
VPN, they're different. Oh, I'm sorry, Crashes. I walked on you. Sorry, bro.
So for those of you that are new to the channel, we do usually play games with my Nightbot. We have all kinds of hidden commands in the Nightbot. Feel free to play around with that. A $5 donation to the channel will get you your own command for the channel, such as this one.
What's this one?
Jimmy,
Big Blues.
what?
Big Blue has his own command. Look
So
at
you
that.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Gladys destroys all. That was yeah. Who came up? Who came up with that one? I don't. Who's the guy that came up with that one? I don't know who that was.
That's some guy named Jimmy, I think.
Yeah. You can either have it say something or you can have it drop a link to a channel. Blue, I'm changing yours tomorrow to have a link to your channel behind that. So
Oh, good.
I don't feel like playing with it tonight.
my command has a link to my channel as well, but it also explains, to others out there where Crashes got the system to use to basically
Your
own the
name?
flirs.
Like your
Yep, Truth
name,
Army
like-
Soldier. It's you get a command from my Nightbot and a response. So that's for a
Jay.
$5 donation for anybody. It all goes to helping out what we do on the channel on a regular basis. So
It'd be nice to get you down here to use that runway that we have in my area.
dude, that would cost me so much in fucking fuel with my truck. It's not even funny.
Does that thing really get 10 miles to the gallon?
Yeah.
I'm sure it does.
Dude, that's
It's
fucking
an
horrible.
It's an expedition with a lift kit and big ass fucking tires on.
Uh-huh. That'll do it.
You don't have any other vehicle you could use to make that trip?
No.
Oh.
Well, I take that back. I could go borrow a F-350 that's just as bad on fuel. So
It would be cheaper to send him get donations for him to go to another airfield or find another airfield than drive all the way to you.
I went and scouted one out today that's about 110 miles south of me. But they don't
Did it
have
look
as
any
much
better?
open space. Well, yeah, it had paved runways, but they don't have as much open space around them in case something goes wrong. And then I would have they get a much more air traffic that I would have to deal with.
Gotcha. You're a little closer to an airport in that case. It sounds like it anyway.
Actual small private airport. But where I'm going to go, where I want to do the experiment at, is an ultralight airport that's privately owned, that's got 2.5 mile runways and nothing around it. So,
Gotcha.
in case things go wrong with either A, I got to chuck the container off the bottom of the plane for safety reasons, or B, something happens and the damn thing goes in the dirt.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you have some kind of quick release, quick emergency release for that 2-liter bottle in case things get out of hand?
Yeah, I scaled up the tank drops from one of my P50 ones.
Oh, nice.
So
Fuck
they,
yeah.
it's a heavy duty servo and 2 quick release clevis pins and a sliding block.
Gotcha. Now that vector should give you the G-force given on that plane when you pull out of the dive.
Oh yes, it will.
Hope so.
I've
It
already
sucks
ran.
that sucks that none of my previous flight information was saved or that it got degraded. That's a bummer, man.
Yeah,
Well,
it is what it is.
Yeah. that's
Truth
cool.
Army Soldier, what do you get for 10? A thank you and a command.
Well,
It's a really sincere
Jimmy-
thank you, though.
Yeah, a sincere thank you. Jimmy made that offer. Jimmy said a blowjob. That's all up to you, Jimmy.
well, and then Sean asked from who, and I said, "Mine of God," and he said, "Nah."
$20. I don't have anything set up for that. I know I have a $30 donation where I send you one of the team Double D T-shirts.
Hey, Sean, you got a cow?
How about a goat?
I so wanted to say something to Mind of God on that. He feels like everybody's so trapped. Dude, I run an engine shop. I could charge what I turn work away.
Yeah, when it comes to my car, when I wanted to get the paint redone on my car, I've had shops turn me away saying like, no, the cost of the paint for the car is going to be worth more than the car is. It's like, well, fuck. Okay.
You can always go to the
We
hardware
turn
shop and get
people-
a brush paint.
We have a solid customer base here that gets work done on, especially right now with race season. I could bring in more work, but then I'd have to hire somebody else too. So I haven't reached that cost point yet. So, I mean, it's business. But everybody also knows that I'd knock a shit ton off your labor bill if you have shovelhead parts when you show up at the door. So bartering does work.
Oh yeah, bartering works very well. There was a time when I was doing some work on a friend's car. It was a Mitsubishi 3000 GT. All he needed was a full gasket replacement on the entire engine, outside gaskets, not in internals or anything like that, because the thing was leaking oil like a mother. But we just worked out like, yeah, you buy the parts, throw us a couple bucks in a 12-pack of beer, we're good, and it worked out perfect. And the guy ended up driving the car for another couple of years after that. It was done, and he sold it for like $12,000 to somebody else.
Nah, bro. I'm not the most fuel efficient person on the planet. I have a big truck or I have a gas guzzling hot rod Harley Davidson. So,
I'm all about tweaking with cars to try and improve efficiency. So far, the best efficiency I've gotten out of my 2002 Ford Mustang V6, I've got it up to 32 miles per gallon, and I can't get it any higher than that. But maybe some tech later on down the line in a couple of years may change. Who knows?
Truth Army Soldier, if you're trying to join my or if you're trying to log into my Discord and you have a wrench here, it should automatically sort you out. If not, give me a second. Let me check my Discord.
Gotta admit, that's pretty good for a V6, isn't it?
Are you running the tires at 45
Oh, yeah.
PSI? That'd help.
Sorry, Crash, didn't hear you there.
Oh, I've got to sort some people on Discord, so give me a second, guys. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, I got you. All right, cool.
I don't know if you heard that. My mic working?
Yeah, no, it's working, man. I hear you.
Oh, sorry. When I didn't hear a response, I think it's not working.
No, you're good, man. We can hear you. Hey, where you from?
Australia.
What city?
You too?
Wollongong, just south of Sydney.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool, man. For some reason, people keep asking me if I'm from friggin' Australia. I don't know why, but they keep asking me.
It's your accent, bro.
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound like it. Doesn't sound.
It doesn't. No, I'm not from Australia. I am not from Australia.
I could have told you that. Yeah.
Oh well, yes. See, that sucks that it takes the Australian to tell me that I'm not from Australia.
But for someone like me to say that you sound like you've got the Australian accent.
No, hold on. Jay, it wasn't just you that said it. A bunch of people have said it to me now. Now that I've come on the Hangouts and stuff, a bunch of people have said it to me. And it doesn't make any sense. I don't sound Australian.
No. That's
No,
like me
I mean, I
saying-
can maybe I could probably fake it, like good day, mate. Something like that.
Well,
You know?
maybe a drunk Australian.
say
Yeah.
that's not a knife.
That's not a knife.
No, a knife.
Knife.
That's not a knife.
Knife.
The dingo ate my baby. You know, whatever.
My baby. Yeah, that's it.
Or how my son says it. This is how my son says it. He goes, "The baby ate my dingo."
So
Yeah,
you're just
he got
Australian. You
the
just don't fucking know it. That's all it is.
Yeah, I guess so. By crikey,
Crocky, mate.
you don't wanna muck with her.
No, that sounds more Kiwi now.
Yeah. So I think what happened, is my New England accent got mixed up with my because I moved to Florida and they're all rednecks. So I think my
Right.
I think my New England accent got mixed up with the rednecks down here, and for some reason
Hey,
that morphed
if you
into
keep talking bad about rednecks, Jimmy, I'll mute you.
no. My half my family's rednecks, and I am now redneck, so I'm not talking bad about them.
Terry, I don't think
It's
that's
just
a compliment.
Yeah, it's just the redneck in me now has transformed my Boston accent into Australian, apparently.
Oh my god! Everybody that just joined Discord, I sent you links to this hangout if you want to join.
At your own risk, we might add.
That's
Yeah.
you know what's the really cool thing about Crash's Hangouts is that we talk about friggin' anything from remote control aviation to flat Earth to whatever comes to mind. You can bring it up and just talk about it.
Yeah, exactly, in fake Australian accents.
Holy crap! What did I start?
Dead air.
I know for a fact that a lot of people like to come over here after the debates because it's laid back and it's a good place just to shoot the shit and decompress from the day. I've been hearing that a lot lately.
Well, it's a cool channel, man. Crashes, you're a cool guy. Jimmy, you're a cool guy. Like y'all are cool as shit, and it's just one of those areas that you can have an open discussion about damn near anything that comes to mind.
All right, well, thank you, man. Yeah, Crash is a cool guy, man. He actually took me along on this ride. When he first started out, I kind of joined his channel, and he just ever since then he brought me on board, man. He just kept taking me along.
Gotcha. Yeah, dropping down to the YouTube chat here, Carl Edwards asks, have anyone watched the SpaceX launch? What's your take on that?
Oh,
I'm
I
waiting
missed
for
it.
Red to upload his video of that. Thank you very much.
And I live so far away. I live like 1,000 some odd miles away from where they do the SpaceX launches. I don't have the ability to go check it out on a regular basis, so I kind of rely on Red's Rhetoric to upload those, along with Astronomy Live to upload videos of the launches. And it's just that for me is like awesome, cool. I can keep updated with what's going on with SpaceX and the launches, not just through Red's Rhetoric or Astronomy Live, but other sources as well. SpaceX themselves, exactly.
Yeah, my neighbor came over tonight. Well, I had an incident where a wild animal ran through my yard earlier. Did
it make you scream like a little girl again?
Yeah, it did.
Was it a kangaroo?
It was pretty crazy, but once that situation was handled, the neighbor came over and they were talking about the launch. I'm like, oh my god, it launched tonight. I didn't even know it was happening tonight.
So going back to the chat here, Carl Edwards says this is a cool channel. 100% agree. Well, we are happy you think it is a cool channel,
Yep.
Carl Edwards. Sorry that I might sound a little bit drunk. I have had quite a few beers tonight because my night got canceled for the evening and I'm not working. So
You're good, bro.
And then if I go down a little bit, Pie Parrot says was Red's there? Nothing on his channel so far. Pie Parrot, if you go back through some of his videos, there are some logged in there. You can check it out for yourself.
I don't know if I know he was going to try and get down to tonight's launch, but I don't know if he was or not.
I see. Parrot's referring to tonight's launch. Okay, I got it.
Right. Yeah. You know what's stupid too, though? I am not that far away from where they launch. I'm not that far away from Reds. And I just I think I said this on earlier. I just gotta save up the money and just go and do it because it would be a beautiful thing. Like it's not that
Sean
far away.
Hawkins did some amazing math for me earlier on Sean Hawkins' channel.
Oh, Crashes! I was gonna say, you lucky bastard! You got to talk to Sean Hufford for a while today. That was pretty damn cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got on there too. Yeah.
shoot the shit with Sean, and he was amazed at the G-forces on a piston.
I gotta say, Sean Hufford sounds like one cool dude, man. I would love to chat with him. I just didn't get a chance to
Yeah.
today. I know I got the invite to jump into the hangout, but I was so busy today with family stuff, I just couldn't do it.
I wasn't on long because, like I said, my old lady took me out to dinner. So, woohoo.
Yeah,
Free fat kid food.
there you go. You cannot deny the free fat kid food, man.
No.
No.
I went to Steak and Shake, and then went to the local ice cream shop and grabbed me a milkshake on the way home.
Oh my gosh, Steak and Shake. There's no steak. There is no Steak and Shake like. Oh, maybe there is in New England, but I haven't seen. Oh, I had not seen one. I didn't know they existed until I got down into Florida, and I didn't have one for a while. But when I had one, oh my gosh, dude! Steak and Shake is amazing. It's like, and you can watch them like cook the burger if you want. Like, they press the pure beef onto the grill and watch it sizzle down onto the heat.
If you want to piss off their
watch
grill cook, go in and ask for a 7x7.
I'm sorry, say it again.
If you want to piss off the grill cook, go order a 7x7.
What's a 7x7?
7
Just
burgers,
ask 'em.
7 layers of cheese, and 7 layers
Oh.
of bacon.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
That's
Oh
kind of
my
like
gosh.
for me on the west side of the country, down out in this direction. Not in New Mexico, but if I go to Arizona or California, we get In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger is pretty freaking good stuff. But you can ask them for an animal style 3-layer or whatever, and the cook will look at you like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He'll go back there and do his deal.
Okay, what's that called?
They closed our local Waffle House, and I got to drive all the way to St. Louis to go to one now.
Oh, a Waffle House? Oh, yeah. See, right there. I got one like freaking a mile down the road from me.
Shut up, Jimmy.
No, oh Jimmy, I was saying it's called In-N-Out Burger down out in this area.
Oh, why? Why would anybody name it that?
Well, the reason being is when you walk into the restaurant and you look at the menu, there's only 3 items, and that's it. There's nothing like, you look at a McDonald's item, you're lost for 15 fucking minutes while trying to figure out what you want. You walk into an In-N-Out, you look at the menu, and you realize there's 3 items on the menu, and that's it. Nothing more.
Okay, so you know what you want when you walk in, right? So you only have 3 items, so you walk in and walk out. When you walk into a McDonald's, don't you already know what you want? You're either gonna get a friggin' burger, maybe a chicken thing, a chicken sandwich, or some like nuggets. So it should all be the same. Like when you walk into McDonald's, you should already know what you want. I want a burger.
Well, you got a general idea what you want when you walk into a McDonald's, and then you look at the menu and realize, oh shit, there's 50,000 things I can pick from.
Yeah, nowadays.
You go to an In-N-Out Burger, and you walk inside and you look at the menu. You've already got what you want in mind, what you want from an In-N-Out Burger, and you look at the menu like, oh shit, there's only 3 there. That's it, just 3 goddamn items, and you just pick one, and then there you go.
You don't spend much time going like, what do I want? Well, there's only 3 items, so pick one.
Exactly.
So it's similar to Five Guys.
Five Guys. Five Guys is good. Well, it was expensive from where I lived, and it was good, but it wasn't. Like, I haven't been back.
We have a place called Burger Theory here that I went when they had their grand opening, and it was all right, but I won't pay $23 for a fucking cheeseburger there ever again.
God damn, dude, are you kidding me?
No, it was good. It was good, and it was a solid 1-pound patty with a shit ton of fries. But holy fuck, it was not worth $23.
$23 down the toilet, literally 12 hours later.
Wait for one. Yeah, that's funny. But wait, $23 for one burger and fries?
Yep.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
There's no freaking way in hell I would spend that much money for a burger and some fries.
No way.
Not gonna happen.
Go to Longhorn. I'd rather go to Longhorn and get a steak.
I used to buy $150 hamburgers all the damn time.
From where?
Well, $150 hamburgers when you get in your airplane, fly about 100 miles. And then,
Oh yes,
then go
I
to
know
the
exactly what you're
restaurant
talking
and then
about,
get back in
man.
the airplane and fly home. That's a $150 hamburger.
Well, where I'm at, we call it the $500 burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what
I've
you
done it
go?
a
What
few
you trying to
times.
say? Go ahead, Jay.
Well, what it is like, okay, so if you don't own an aircraft, yeah, I guess it could go both ways. If you don't own an airplane or you do own an airplane, you go down, you rent a plane in, and you got a couple buddies with you, and you fly out to, a city that's like, a couple hours away, and then you land there. They have a restaurant or whatever the hell that could be at the airport, or you rent a car, go to a local burger joint, buy a burger, eat some lunch, then you go back to the airport, fly a plane back. And if you look at the entire cost with fuel or rental cost or whatever crap, you've probably invested about $500 just to have lunch in another town.
That's what happens. But it's an excuse.
It's fun though. Am I right,
And
Blue?
absolutely it is.
Yeah.
That's cool,
You bet.
man. Yeah, I wish I had the opportunity to do that one day. That's cool, man.
So, Blue, do you hold a pilot license, my friend?
I
Yes,
do.
he does.
Nice. What level do you own? Like, I've got a
Alright.
private pilot license, so.
I'm commercial single engine. I've got private privileges for multi-engine.
Oh, very
Instrument-
nice, man.
I'm instrument rated. I don't do it anymore. I'm a CFI, CFII.
Hell yeah.
Certified ground. Well, actually, advanced ground instructor rating.
Very nice, man. See, I just have I've got just my basic private pilot license, VFR, and a little bit of instrumentation training. That's about it.
Yeah, get that instrument rating.
I'm working on it, man. This shit's expensive, bro.
Well, yeah, that's the hardest rating to get and the most expensive one.
Tell me, when you went for your instrumentation rating, did you get a little bit motion sickness? Will they put the hood over your eyes?
That's been 30 something years ago, 35 years ago. I don't really remember. I don't think so, but I probably did. Who knows?
I got
Hey,
sick
Jay,
as hell, man.
That's what we were talking about last night, weren't we, Jay?
Yeah, we were talking about that last night.
Yeah, we talked about that last night. Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy actually, called me. We were chatting on the phone for a while I was driving back from Grants, New Mexico, and we were talking about the different ratings and the different requirements that came to becoming a commercial pilot.
Yeah, actually, it's a funny thing. You can have just a private pilot's license and go to and get a commercial rating. Guys that tow banners and do stuff like that have to have a commercial rating. So it's possible not to even have an instrument rating and still have a commercial rating.
Yeah, it's so long as you fly just during the daylight hours and in good weather.
VFR, yeah.
The funniest term I ever heard for IFR was "I follow roads."
That's pretty much what it means.
Yeah, I think when I was doing my flight training, I move pretty quick because I'm what they call a fast learner. Something in my head allows me to obtain the knowledge pretty quick and figure it out really fast. And then I moved to the instrument training within about 15 hours of flight time. Yeah, and it's when they gave me the hood, they're like, okay, you got to pop this thing over your eyes. It only lets you see the instrument panel and nothing else outside the airplane. Man, I threw up like 6 times. I couldn't do it for a while there. But they told me, like, my instructor was telling me, like, give yourself about 15 minutes in between each time. You don't have to do it all in one shot.
Yeah. When'd you get your private rating?
I got mine through when I lived in Arizona. I got my private license when I was 16 through a private. I don't know how do you explain it. He owned his own aircraft. He was a commercial pilot. He had his CFII. It was all through one individual. It wasn't through a school.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. It doesn't have to be through a school. It's not required. As long as he is a CFI, that's all it takes.
He was a CFI. I don't know if I don't remember if he had his CFII or not, but he was kind of like throwing me the equipment. He had the equipment to do it. I never asked him about it though.
Well, good for him if he puts you through a little bit of hood training.
Yeah, my very first flight lesson when I was 15 years old, he made me land the plane. I had to ask him, I was like, why are you making me land the plane? This is fucking terrifying. And he's like, it's best to put you through it now because later on down the road, it's going to be easy to you.
Yeah. Well, he more than likely he was helping you a little bit. You didn't even know it, but that's
well,
that's
he
that's a good thing to do.
he did scoot his seat back a little bit. Like I did see that his feet were not on the rudder pedals, his hands were not on the controls, and he did say, "Listen to every word that I tell you to do, and you will land this plane perfectly fine." And I did, and I followed through with it, and it was good. He didn't touch the controls at all.
Man, I tell people that when I'm teaching them to fly RC all the time, and they always end up screwing it up.
What kind of plane what were you training in?
I was training in a Cessna 172.
Oh, those are great airplanes.
I kind of compare it to a pickup truck with what it can take.
Oh yeah, it's a durable airplane. It's a extremely well flying airplane. The only thing easier to fly than that's the 150.
One of my favorite airplanes is there's I actually have a video because I don't fly that often, and when I do want to fly, I take an instructor with me, just because I don't have a lot of experience in doing it, in flying myself. I'll take an instructor. There's a video online on my page that I had posted a while back. My favorite plane to fly is a Piper Cherokee. I love it. It's a great plane. It's super easy to fly, and it doesn't really have that what's
I like
that,
those. I like those old Cherokees with the Hershey bar wing. Those are nice flying airplanes too.
Oh yeah, real easy to fly. And when you go to land, it doesn't have that balloon effect or that butterfly effect when you try to land like with a high wing airplane.
I got a good question for flying. The above wing type setups on some of the Cessnas compared to the lower wing setup, is that actually really noticeable when you're flying?
I don't notice that much difference. Honestly, they behave pretty much exactly the same.
I notice a difference because I'm still kind of a newbie at it.
That's what I was more directing it at. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
for me, it's called the ground roll effect. That's what I was looking for, right, Blue? Ground roll?
Ground effect, yeah.
Ground effect. That's it. Ground effect. It's
low wing airplanes compress the air under the wing when you're close to the ground more than a high wing plane does.
Yeah, makes it easier to land.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're floating on a cushion when you get down close to the runway.
Yeah,
high wings don't have as much compression, but after a while, you really can't tell. I can't anymore really tell any difference.
yeah. For me, it's been several years since I've been out there flying with a plane. I'd like to get back into it. I want to finish up my commercial rating. I really like to get there and start flying freight as opposed to hauling it with a truck. Let's make it a lot easier, a lot safer too.
Well, yeah, you absolutely got to have an instrument rating though, because you just can't count on weather. Out in your neck of the woods, it may not be so bad, but
yeah, I am down in New Mexico. We have about maybe I'd say on average about 290 days of just clear days every day.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I live here in East Tennessee, and we got mountains and weather all around us all the time.
Whoa,
So
that'd be terrible.
yeah, you better have your shit together.
Definitely. and when I'm learning how to do something or when I'm learning how to operate anything, man, I don't cut corners when it comes to the proper training. And when I go out on my own, like when I'm driving a truck, when I'm in my truck, I don't cut corners. I don't bullshit around with my truck. Like I follow my ELD, I follow my weight limits. I pay attention to everything. I don't want to fuck anything up, and I definitely do not want to have any fines against my record.
Yeah, that shit gets serious when you get in an airplane. You gotta do it right.
Yeah. Do it right so you can do it right again later on.
Exactly.
And when you're learning, you always got to know where the freeways are, for just in case.
Yes, that's always a handy thing.
Definitely.
And
When I was
following them, just be sure you're following the right one.
And don't land on the oncoming traffic. Make sure you try to get to the other lane where you're flowing into the traffic.
That is exactly true, Dan. Never land against the traffic. That's not gonna end up well.
No, it won't. I remember during one of my flight training episodes, we were doing a simulated engine out with the Piper, and my instructor, he grabbed the wrong throttle. He accidentally cut the motor entirely, and we had to go through through the whole checklist, like what the hell happened, what the hell happened. We went through all the restart procedures, all everything necessary to restart the motor, and we couldn't get it to restart. Now, keep in mind, we were doing this back in this was like February of 2010, so it was cold, and it was supposed to be a simulated thing. The instructor was supposed to just pull back on the throttle, not the fuel mixture. So he pulled the wrong knob, and we cut the motor. He cut the motor entirely, and we could not for a while there. We were trying to get it to restart. So we trimmed for the proper glide slope, and we got it going. And I'm looking out the window. I'm spotting places on the ground that I can land, such as a dirt road or wherever we were at. I was like, okay. Yeah, I told my instructor, I said, we got a dirt road right here that we can land at if need be. Go through it, and I'd say about maybe 1,000 foot before touching down on the runway, we got the engine to light right back up, and we got it going. We flew back to the airport, and it turned out to be ice in the carburetor. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ice in the carburetor, so it didn't have anything to do with what he did.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Flooding. Yeah.
Well, it was both. Like when he pulled back and cut the motor, whatever, there was a little bit of condensation, I guess, that built up, and it had frozen up in the throttle body of the carburetor. And when we got down to a low enough altitude, it allowed for that ice to melt, and we were able to start the motor back up, and we continued on our way.
Well,
Okay.
at low throttle settings where you've got a lot of differential pressure across the throat of that thing, that's when they'll freeze up. And if you were in a Cessna, it's got a carb heat. So when you pull that, you put your carburetor heat on before landing for that very reason.
Yeah, that was the Piper Cherokee that I was in does have the carb heat setting on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was luckily we were able to get it going again. Say again, Crashes?
I was just going to ask.
Can you guys see my screen?
I
Yeah.
was just going to ask the normal pilot do that with a normal plane, what he's doing when he was bringing it down and holding. I don't think a normal pilot could do that.
You would be dead if you tried to do some of these maneuvers in a real plane.
Have you seen that video footage of a bloke that there was two of them that I noticed in a normal airplane. One lost his prop, the other one lost his wing. The actual wing came off his plane after he was doing aerobatics, and he actually landed it. And I thought that's skill.
I'd have to look into that video. I know what you're talking about, but it looked kind of iffy to me, to be honest.
Jesus Christ, man! Wow, dude. What the frig, man? That's amazing. That is such a. Oh my gosh.
That thing right there is living proof that you can make a 2x4 fly if you strap enough horsepower on it.
Absolutely. You can make a tennis ball fly if you throw enough horsepower on it.
Hell yeah.
The aircraft I'm using for my demonstration is capable of all of that.
Crash, you got any videos of your plane in flight yet?
I did listen.
No, the weather's been too damn shitty to get off the ground.
No, I mean, way prior to this.
Oh, that airplane? No. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. I think I have some videos of my Mustang. Give me a second.
I should keep the ones I see. The other one I watched was a really good jet plane version, and when it went past, the sound, geez, it made a nice sound.
There's still that video that blows my mind of the F-16 that somebody built, like, I don't know, $35,000 worth of a remote control airplane just turned to toothpicks as he made a turn.
That's not good.
Dude. I've seen lots of people do that.
Well, you as a flight instructor, I would assume so. Hang on, I got to mute myself for just a second.
Most of it's from lack of listening to your fucking instructor. Let's see here. Bill had those on his channel. So, I got pictures of my Scat Cat in flight. Hold on, or a video of that. Let me find. It's not on my channel. So let me jump over to Bill's channel right quick and upload, or see if I can find one. Hey.
We're talking about the planes, but I've got remote controls that I want to get back into one day. Cars.
Oh, we do the cars too around here.
Or the trucks, whatever. Either are they? I prefer the trucks, 4x4 type ones.
Oh, I've got some scale stuff laying around here. Got a bunch of how-to videos on here. Let's see. There's Bill.
I've got a really old Audi Quattro, that at least 70s, 80s model.
Holy shit!
It needs parts for it, but it did run.
Let me know what model it is because I have some crazy vintage RC stuff laying around.
Oh, okay.
It's originally why I started this channel until the flat earthers pissed me off and called me an uneducated idiot.
Okay, that didn't go down too well then, I gather.
Yeah.
Those goddamn flurfs, man. They'll never give up.
Let's see. God damn, Bill, you post a lot of fucking videos. Where the hell did you bury my videos at? Because he recorded this flight.
The most common theme I see with the flurfers is they can't imagining either modeling or 3D space in their own mind, things like that.
No, they also totally lack the ability to understand scale.
Scale.
Line scale,
Yes.
yeah, scale.
Exactly.
That's the big one, yeah. My glass of water's level.
Yeah.
Glass of water's level, but they don't get it. Like, okay, that's like a microscopic speck in comparison to the entire planet itself.
Well, I tell them I take my spirit level outside and I put it on the ground. Oh, look, it's level. So the Earth must be level.
Well, level's just perpendicular to the pull of gravity. That's all I understand it to be.
Yeah, for the most part, it's just intentional stupidity. They know better. They know better.
Yes.
Just,
Most of them know better. Exactly.
they're just playing games.
Unless there's a corporate conspiracy to envelop the whole.
Well, that's why I mentioned on Truth Army Soldiers in the chat. Like a lot of, I think that 80% of the flat earthers, maybe more, are just doing it for the money off of YouTube. Like they're posers. They're just a bunch of bullshitters. They're just like, it doesn't matter what you throw at them, they're going to completely deny it. I think, man, I honestly think Mind of God is a fucking poser.
I think he is too. I think he's writing a
Oh
book.
no, he's 100% a poser.
And they're just pulling money off of the YouTube ad revenue.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, Crashes, is that your plane?
This is my maiden flight of this Mustang. You can tell how overpowered it is as how quick it comes off the ground here in a second.
All right. Go Mustang, go.
You're streaming this through here.
Oh, it goes. I take it straight vertical right after takeoff.
That you did. Good God, man.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's a beautiful looking plane, though.
What size?
It ended up eating dirt. It ate dirt at the end of the runway. What size is that? That's That was a 60-inch wingspan.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's the
It's what we
power?
call a sport. It's what we called a sport scale model. So it wasn't exactly 100% scale.
Mm-hmm.
It was set up more for looking like a Mustang and being able to do aerobatics. But this was the first flight with it. We're getting it all trimmed out.
So what's the power to weight ratio compared to a full size plane?
Retarded. We had that discussion last night. So let's see. That Mustang was probably really close to 3.5 to 1 thrust to weight.
Oh, wow.
And then the aircraft we're using for this demonstration is well over 6 to 1 right now. Thank you to my new props. I love them.
I want to see
15 by 10. What's the way to go on that?
I want to see you land it.
Huh?
I want to see
it'll
you
be coming up here. Let me
Flying's easy-ish.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm getting
No, you good?
Better
Yeah,
out
trucker
than in.
burp, man.
How long did Bill upload the entire damn flight?
He filmed
It was a
your
trim
whole flight,
flight.
man. The whole flight.
Well, 5 minutes. Yeah,
Apparently.
5 minutes 25 seconds.
A lot of the flights that I record for my YouTube channel are all the full flight and it's about 10 minutes per battery charge.
Let's see. I know we did some speed runs on this thing. I'll show those in a minute.
Do you prefer internal combustion engine type motors, or do you prefer the battery type?
I like what Carl Edwards has to say. The secret to flight is falling
here
and
comes
missing the
my-
ground.
Well, that's
And
true
a
though.
crosswind over the corn. There you go. Nice rollout with the tail up, set down.
Oh, nice level landing. Look at that. Didn't even jump. Bump.
That was a fun airplane until it died.
Oh,
How'd it die?
Had a motor failure on takeoff.
Oh, shit.
okay.
Not enough airspeed, and yeah,
Just
Never-
endoed
never-
into the ground, huh?
Never run out of airspeed and altitude and ideas all at the same time.
it happened so quickly. That crash happened so quick, and I was pissed because we were having an air show the next day, and it was one of the things I put a new motor on it and got it tuned in, and we were flying it. And come on, go back.
Hey, Metal's in the
And,
YouTube chat, by the way.
oh well,
Metal.
Jimmy, you want to drop?
What's up, Metal? Yep, I got ya.
You want to drop him the link?
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure that's him.
A Full Metal War. Let's see. I can't watch the YouTube chat while I'm doing this.
Gotcha.
You can't multitask, or not physically.
My computer won't let me multitask any more than what I'm doing right now.
You need more tabs open.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what, man?
Oh,
If,
high IQ research. Yeah.
If you're willing to, my brother can build you a pretty badass computer for about $1,200.
So can Metal. It's a matter of having the money.
Right. No, but my brother's willing to donate the parts.
All right, let's see here.
Oh, he says Metal says not much for chatting tonight. Just came by to say hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's
I was about to
had
drop
some-
it, but I won't.
had some personal stuff going on, so I didn't even send him.
Is that
a
a
link.
Galaxy? Oh, it is too.
Yes, it is. That's Bill's Galaxy.
That's a shame it's a Ford.
I know, right? He's got a badass S10. If I could find video of that, and it's got a big block Chevrolet under the hood.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Come on, load. Thank you.
I haven't got a Chev, but I've got an equivalent to Holden.
I like Holden's. All right, let's see. God, Bill uploads like videos daily.
I'll show you that. I'll show you my Holden collection next time we get a chance.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I upload videos about maybe I don't know, every 3 or 4 days.
Let's
I should put 'em on
see.
my- I should put 'em on my
So
channel, then people could see them there, couldn't they? Yeah, I never thought of that.
What's that?
I said I should put me images of my cars on the channel.
Ooh, that'll look nice. I'm a car guy.
So this video should bring back memories, Blue. This is my old Quickie 400, my Scat Cat.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
I'm going big. My computer's lagging a little bit. Okay, it's not happy with me, and I have the Hangout set as a priority.
Hey, you got to.
Yeah,
Gotta
go big
maintain
and
your
go home,
priority.
right?
Is it the green thing?
Oh, that's dude. The thing's flying at like 160 mile an hour.
Good God, man.
Oh, dude.
my,
That
my
plane-
foamy model apprentice will probably do about 60 tops.
Am I getting lagging because
that
I'm all the
thing
way
is-
over here, or is it because of the YouTube?
It's
not
because of
gonna like
YouTube.
it, man.
I think it's because of my shit.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like on my end too.
Well, I wasn't trying to blame you.
But that was my old race plane. That thing had one purpose in life, and that was to take off at wide open throttle and fly until it ran out of fuel.
Dead stick it to a landing.
Yeah. And it has like 0 glide slope.
That's like that guy's remote control jet that he had at the Maloof airfield from my friend's channel. It was like, it had like 5 minutes of battery time, and that was it, man. It was done for.
But these we used to, we were out, I just put a new motor on that, and we were test flying that plane that day. So it's not even cranked up to full speed. And it was hard to keep in frame. It's not a big plane. It's a little plane with a lot of motor.
What's the limitations of wind speed? Like how much wind speed can you have to restrict flying?
It depends on the size of the aircraft. The one we're using for the demonstration, I won't fly it any more than a 15-mile-an-hour constant wind.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hi, man. How we going, Metal?
Yeah. Still alive. I killed my camera. There we go.
So yeah,
So-
there's those videos of me flying. So I know how to ring this airplane out and give it a workout. No, Metal, I wasn't going to bother you. We decided to go on late after Sean G's show and let everybody decompress after dealing with Mind of God.
No, the mind of jackass is what he is.
Mind a fog.
Yeah,
Something.
I don't plan on being on long. I thought I'd swing in and say hi. I mean,
good
I
idea.
am a very important person I'm a very important person on this channel.
Yeah, you actually
yeah.
are the most important person on the channel.
You're the tech guy, man. You make things work.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be none of this.
But
Hey, I managed to get Nightbot running on my own tonight, so woohoo!
yeah, I have a server lined up to use as for this. It's an older server, but thing is, it will run all this without problem. It'll have an overabundance of RAM and processing power that most of it will just go to waste. So,
So yeah, like I said, it's just having fun showing some videos. Carl Edwards, Mind of God exposes racist side on Jose's channel. Yes, he did. And I just caught the end of it.
Oh, Metal. You should have seen it. Friggin' Mind of God pissed off Crashes something bad. Crashes got heated as hell. He went beyond trigger. He became fired.
He
That's
called
easy to
me
do.
and Blue, he called me, Blue, and Terry fucking idiots, and we didn't do a damn thing wrong.
Yeah, I know. I was sitting back, shutting up like I normally do. I don't say nothing, and then as soon as I do, that was it.
Yeah.
All we were trying to do to him was explain how full cult's pendulum worked. And then he wanted details on how it was set up, and I tried to explain to him that it didn't matter what you used, it's a weight on a damn string. And he got triggered as fuck over that comment.
Yeah.
Oh, and what the hell else did he say? He said he made a rather sexist comment too, didn't he?
About women.
well,
Working,
answer
or
is simple.
was that the
If
other
he
one?
wants to reproduce the experiment, just go to frickin' a sporting goods store, get a digital deer weight scale.
That worked.
That runs $20. They'll have those weighted balls that you can use, which are filled with sand, that are roughly about 20 pounds. That's another 20. Get a couple of them, and there you go. You can reproduce the experiment so easily.
Or you can go and watch it done live at a university or somewhere similar near you.
Yeah, but they want something that they can reproduce.
Yeah, but they'll just call it indoctrination. No, I guess they're.
Oh, that word! I hate that word.
He wanted us to fly to the equator and the North Pole and the South Pole to set this shit up.
Yeah, but we can't go to the North Pole or South Pole.
It's kind of expensive to go there. I mean, you can go to the North Pole, you can go to the South Pole, but it costs a lot of fucking money to do so.
Yeah.
And to get to the South Pole, the medical requirements are you have to have your appendix out, your wisdom teeth pulled,
and cross a circle of penguins.
Yeah, the penguins have been upgraded lately. I heard they've got air to air.
Yeah, they now have assault rifles.
Oh, they got them.
Yeah.
they're
Now, is
militant
that- is-
now.
That's a flurf requirement to go to the South Pole, if I'm not mistaken.
I was debating with a fluffer about the model with the flat Earth one they have for the disc, or how wide the Antarctic would be from the visualization of the ice that's on their so-called model, their picture. And I said, if by the time you travelled from that edge to the edge of the dome, you did that actually at Antarctica, you'd still be walking on ice, on snow. You wouldn't even hit it.
Carl Edwards in the chat. I was triggered, and it wasn't even aimed at me.
That's right, Carl, man, exactly. I think who it was that jumped on he jumped on Sean's stream earlier, Sean's hangout earlier. And I think his experiment that he was telling us to do, I think it had to do something with density. He explained it, but I don't know. You guys will probably know. But what he did is he said get a helium balloon, okay, tie it to something in the car, or have like a passenger hold it or whatever, and then hit the acceleration. Obviously, you know the person and the passenger will be pushed back, but the helium balloon will go forward.
Yeah, it's called negative buoyancy.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So I thought that's a really cool experiment. Like that's.
It's because look at all the air that's trapped inside of your vehicle, and if you have something that's buoyant like a helium-filled balloon, all the air that's inside your car, you roll up the windows so that you don't have any interference from the outside world. You hit the
Minimal
gas.
interference.
Yeah, minimal. You as a passenger, as a person, as a solid object, will of course go back into your seat, but that
Right.
balloon, all the air is going to create a high pressure zone in the back of the car, create a low pressure zone in the front. It's going to push the balloon forward. And if you slam on the brakes, all the air in the car is going to rush to the front of the car, and that balloon is going to go to the back. It's called negative buoyancy.
Yeah.
That's just the direction of acceleration.
Yeah, absolutely.
I now have an idea for a new Nightbot command. Thank you.
Negative buoyancy, is that the new command?
Yeah.
Nice.
Just turn the accelerometer function on your telephone, or download one first. Leave that in the seat
it's
next
way
to
in
you.
the phone.
But I'm going to bounce out.
All right,
All right,
Metal.
Metal.
Bro.
Hey,
That's
man,
good.
take care, Metal.
Good to hear from you, man. Hope you're doing well.
See you next time, guys.
All right, later, buddy.
Don't you know, Blue? That's just going to tell you how much your phone weighs under acceleration.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I don't know. I got one accelerometer in my phone that's broken that doesn't allow me to flip the screen from left to right, so it's always upwards. I have to hit it to get it to go
Really?
horizontal.
Carl Edwards in the chat says, "Nice explanation. If only people would listen." No shit.
What was that?
Carl Edwards in the chat said, "Nice explanation." Regarding what Jay said about the balloon. Then he said, "Nice explanation. If only people would listen."
Yeah. Only if they would.
I was being facetious, sorry, or whatever the word is.
Oh, you're good.
That's pretty much what it is, man. It's just air pressure moving back and forth.
3:30 in the morning here.
It's 4:30 here.
It's 6:21 here, and I'll have me dinner soon.
It's 2:22 here.
Time zones. Damn, such a bitch.
What? Why is there time zones again? I'm confused about that. I need to know
I
that
think
answer.
somebody made them up.
Hey, how much sunlight you got down there in Australia, my friend?
What at the moment? The sun's gone.
Oh, it's down. Okay.
Where did it go?
Yeah, it's already gone. I don't know.
It went past the vanishing point.
It went out of your eyesight's resolution.
Yeah, the sun has gone past the vanishing point, so therefore You can't
I've
see it.
tried.
Even it's gone past.
So hard.
Well-
Hard tonight to get them to explain why I can get multiple sunsets with my drone from the same
Right.
location,
That's magic.
using
Yeah.
that as their idea.
That's magic.
And they give you a load of horseshit excuse, don't they?
No, they change the subject faster than fucking IndyCar driver switching lanes.
Oh, they'll talk about something else straight away. They'll go something to do with the moon or the sun.
You ask them, hey, you know what? I want you to provide evidence that the Earth is flat. Provide your proof. And they'll be like, well, NASA lies. No. You can't tell me the NASA lies. You need to tell me your proof. You need to explain it to me. Then they're going to say, oh, well, the moon is this. Nope. Sorry, pal. You can't do that shit. You need to tell me why exactly the Earth is flat. They won't, man. No matter how hard you freaking press them, they're going to always, bounce the question around.
Carl Edwards in the chat just said, overcast here in South Africa. Does that mean the dome has started splitting?
I love it.
They forgot to clean it.
Sorry, let me get my Windex. Let me clean that dome off for you.
They must not have NASA workers in Africa.
Well, I'm unemployed. If they put the job advert in Seek or Indeed for me and say wanted dome cleaners, yeah, I'd be up for it.
They better pay me worth a job.
Well, how do they get up to the dome? Is there a ladder involved? Is there an elevator?
Suction cups. You know the suction cups they have
A
on
suction.
movies?
Yeah.
Climb up the buildings with?
Well,
Yeah.
the Simpsons,
suction
the Simpsons proved it perfectly.
Mr. Pig?
Yeah. Spider Pig.
Oh, Spider Pig. That's what it was. I'm sorry. Yeah, Spider Pig. Spider Pig. Oh, man.
And if I drop the bottle of
Yeah,
Windex,
because
I just know it's
damn
gonna.
dome.
I know it's
Go
gonna
ahead.
take a shitload of paper towels. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I mean, the damn dome is pretty damn. If there's a dome, it's freaking pretty clear. You know what I mean? You would figure with all the waste and the pollution that we create, that it would kind of like cause a residue on the dome. But they must, NASA and all the other space agencies and the other 8 billion people on the planet must go up there and clean it all the time.
Shit,
I
too many-
guess.
Yeah.
Mr. P says it's 9:22 a.m. my lovelies, and I'm avoiding all the obvious Morningwood references and sticking with a sane and serious. I can't even finish the damn statement.
I am.
He's a carpenter.
Holy shit!
I was quite surprised when I saw that video with the crane operator saying the Earth is flat and that his crane wouldn't stay up if it was a globe. I thought about it. I was like, you know what?
Oh my
The
god!
crane operator's a goddamn dickhead. Needs to have his crane operator's license pulled and put down on the ground.
Did you guys hear Mind of God trying to explain the Earth's motion, saying that the buildings had to leave
Oh yeah.
and come back to the same spot?
I missed that one. I had to. I had dropped away before that happened.
I can't even
Wait,
explain it. It doesn't
What
make
happened? I missed it.
Who wants to have a go at that?
I'll try it. So the way it sounded to me was he was trying to say that when he went to bed, that the buildings rotated all the way around the planet. And when he got up in the morning, they were back in the same spot. That's how it came.
Wait. So he's in the center of his own world, like, and so if the buildings rotated all around him, he's in the center. Is that what he's saying, or no? Am I wrong?
He was outside of the frame of reference or some shit.
I
Out of-
think if we'd have let him go and we directed him, he would have went to that theory where you say like a helicopter hovers and the world will spin around underneath it.
Right. I
Yeah.
think that's where he was headed.
It doesn't
Okay,
work that
all
way.
right. Okay.
None of that works that way.
I could
I
have
like-
made him, but I didn't want to.
Carl Edwards says that was an interesting quote unquote video in the sense of a car crash is interesting.
It's like I was trying to follow his explanation of that, and I just kept getting more. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he's delusional, bro. Mind of God is a delusional jackass or jackwagon, as I like to call him.
I think he's got a gripe.
No,
with
he's a
somebody.
jackass, but I don't actually think that he believes the Earth is flat.
He's got a
No.
gripe with somebody. I don't know.
No,
who
he
it is.
doesn't. I don't think he believes it either. He's just playing a game.
Yeah.
For someone
Yeah,
who claims that
he's definitely
that he he works in finance or whatever the hell it was that he stated earlier, I think he's full of shit in believing that the Earth is flat.
Well, he works in finance. Also, he works in engineering. He's just like a
Yeah, I've
JM
heard
Truth
that.
Junior.
I heard his engineering thing.
Yeah, he's a JM Truth Junior, man. They all have these qualifications, but they don't know shit.
No, JM Truth is a jack. He's a dumb fuck as it
Jack
is.
of
Sorry
all
about
trades,
the
yeah.
bad language, but
Yeah.
Like it matters of monetization at this point for this stream.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I mean, like just sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Yeah, we still have 8 people watching, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay, including us.
Yeah. Well, one of them's definitely me.
One's me.
Yeah, we got Mr. P and we got Carl.
Carl seems like a
Cool.
chill cat. I like Carl.
Yeah. Oh, Carl's definitely cool, man. Coral.
I gave him a wrench. What more do you want?
For him to jump on the panel.
Yeah, throw Carl's in the panel. I don't mind.
Right?
I don't know. I haven't. Everybody that joined Discord tonight, I sent a link to. So
Carl Edwards just says he's hanging in there, hanging in the chat there. Well, so I'll ask Carl. Hey, Carl, would you like to jump in the chat with us and vocalize your opinions on the Flurfers?
Is he hanging? Is he
Do it.
Oh,
No,
he's
at work.
He's at work. He's not allowed to. Damn it.
he just joined. I was going to say he just joined Discord. I was going to say
Crash, you went robotic there.
Mr.
I've heard other
I
people.
said he
coming
joined
in.
Discord. I was going to send him a link.
Well, what about Mr. P? Mr. P, you want to jump in here, man? I bet Mr. P will be a funny person to talk to, man.
I got a good buzz going, so I'm having a good time.
Say,
Oh, me too.
say it again, Terry.
I said I want to hear about his carpentry skills.
Wait, hold on. Whose carpentry skills?
Mr. P. he said he's
Mr. P.
got,
Mr. P. Oh, okay.
I think we might be talking about two different things.
We still
Yeah, he's
got
talking about erections.
we still got Factard in here. How come Factard hasn't jumped into the chat?
I'm not that old to understand that. Big
I'm good with listening.
Big Blue might have went over his head, but that's okay.
What?
Oh, now I know what you're doing, Terry.
That's
I get you now. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Yes, I get you now, Terry. That's fun. Now I know what you're saying. That's actually funny. Good job, Terry. I like it.
I do
That
remember
was
being
good.
young once.
Oh,
Oh.
somebody went robotic there.
I think Jimmy's the youngest one. Probably me.
Well, we can talk about, realistically, we could talk about carpentry as well, because I do that.
I do a little woodworking from time to time myself.
I think we all do a little woodworking. I think we all do a little woodwork.
Oh, sure. You got that. Yeah, sure.
Oh man, that's too good, bro.
Good job, man. Good job. That was good, Blue. That was good.
Damn. Now my feelings are hurt.
No, you're good.
Baby's got 20 birdhouses on his shelf.
That's okay, kitty cat. I won't tell nobody.
That was funny.
Everybody
Carl
does a little
Edwards,
bit of woodworking.
Yep.
Oh my
And then you
god.
light up.
Yeah, I'm trying now. God damn. There we go.
Sounds like your lighter's dead.
Yeah, I got it though. I got it.
Hey, just rub 2 sticks together. You'll get it going.
Hey,
More would work.
if I could take two sticks, I can prove the shape of the Earth, right? Or at least prove oh no, 4
Jimmy, is it
sticks.
one of those? Is it
4
one of those?
sticks.
Are you
If
using
I
one of
have
those-
4 sticks on different latitudes, then I can do what I want to do.
Hey,
Oh,
just with
fuck.
two sticks alone, you would prove that the stick figures went extinct. I mean, come on now.
Right. Well, just 1 stick. You can prove that the sun travels in a straight line.
Jimmy,
That's
are
true.
you using one of those big lighters?
Yes, I was. I was actually yes, yeah.
Right,
Terry, I was
get-
using a grill lighter.
If it's one of those big gliders, get rid of the safety metal bit on the top.
Yeah, I did that already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine works
all,
on
else,
first try.
all else fails, take the shield off, and you'll get another little flame out of it.
Okay. Wait, what'd you say?
You take the little chrome shield off the front of it, and that might give you.
Oh,
a
okay,
little
yeah.
flame.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If you take
Before you jumped on tonight, Blue, Mind of God was triggered as fuck over you and Bob the Science Guy's fucking stick experiment.
Yeah, right. That's why I was mentioning it. Yeah, he doesn't like that.
he doesn't.
He got
like
all
the
kinds
stick.
of pissed.
What-
He doesn't
what-
like the fact that a couple sticks can prove get the circumference of the Earth and prove that the sun travels in a straight line.
He was pissed because I think it was Bob said that there was a slight variance because you only had 2 reference points for it on the calculations or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pissed about that. He said it wasn't a uniform answer to the question using sticks in the ground.
Well, it doesn't matter. Mind of God already knows that if you do this experiment on different latitudes, it proves the circumference of the Earth, and it shows that the sun travels in a straight line. He already knows this, so whatever he says, he can fuck off.
Well, he's a Poe. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like he already knows this. He already knows the answer to the questions he asks.
Shit,
He
I don't
asked
know
me-
after John. He's going to tell us what the fuck a pendulum was.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you rub 2 flurfs together, you can hear them scream.
Do they catch on fire?
No,
No,
I don't
it's-
think, I
you
don't
take-
think they'll burn.
Take two balloons and scrub them together. You hear the squealing sound.
I'm so in that
Oh man, it's too
I've never
good.
had these late night dreams, and I've still got 10 people watching.
I think most of them are us, right?
Yeah.
No, well, I don't know. I'm
Oh,
kind
Carl's
of
still here.
Carl's there.
Yeah, we got Carl going.
Glad we could be like your pre. Why do I feel like Howard Stern or like fucking Mancow's Morning Madness or some shit right now?
Oh, Carl Edwards says he's a lurker too. You can't be a lurker, man. Not if you're chatting. If you're chatting, you're not a lurker.
If he's chatting, he's not getting much work done.
All right, isn't he at work?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl Edwards, what do you do, man? What's your job? Come on, Carl.
Did he say he was in Australia? Was that my? Oh, I gotta read that.
There's
Wrong.
a little bit of a lag.
What the?
He says he's a
Well,
chirker.
what's a chirker? That's a no. You can't play it. He's a developer.
He's
Okay,
chirk
cool.
lurking. He's chirk lurking.
His job, he's a developer.
Nice.
He writes medical software.
Very
And
cool.
pamphlets?
Sweet.
Well, see if you can write something that'll fix Mind of God.
Yeah, that's gonna take years of advancement to do that.
Because he
Chat.
Chat.
Oh, okay. Chat lurker. I got it. Chirlurker. Chirker.
Uh-huh. Wah.
Chirker.
Lurker.
Chat lurker
Yep.
We
and
run into
medical
some crazy
pamphlets.
conversations.
Come on, Carl Edwards. If you're sitting here chatting this much in the YouTube live chat, you can jump on the Discord and hang out with us
Yeah,
for
at
a
least
couple
for a
minutes.
second.
Just for a couple minutes, man.
Exactly, man.
He says
Wait,
that's
do I have the-
he says that's an impossible task, Blue.
Nothing is
Say that.
impossible. We put people on the moon. That's not impossible.
You had no, you were in the chat. Jimmy, what the fuck did you just do? Don't do that shit.
Oh, what? Oh.
Not on stream.
Oh yeah. No. You know what? I'm so confused. Sorry.
Jimmy broke it.
Yep. I'm
God
so
damn it,
used to
Jimmy.
dropping links for everybody.
Oh
Undrop that
no. Carl just says, "Oops."
I
Jimmy,
done
delete
did it.
your comment because I can't do it. Okay,
I
thank you,
did.
'cause
I
couldn't
did. I
do
deleted
without-
it. I deleted. I got it. Yeah. No.
You
My
know-
bad, dude.
He's on.
I gotta hand it to Carl for calling that out. He's like, "Yo, dude, delete it, bro." Like
Yeah.
he knew what was gonna
He
happen.
knew. Yeah. Well, you know what? I've been on streams all day that you're okay to drop links during the live chat, and then and I'm always dropping links for Crash, so I just got confused. I'm sorry.
It's all good,
I said
bro.
at the beginning I was running through OBS tonight.
I have no idea what that means.
OBS. So when I run through OBS, I can mute the chat and keep the live stream going and not get porn bombed. On this
Right.
quick hangout, I don't have any of those safety features. That's why I send the people I know on Discord.
Right. Yeah. No. Again, like we went from Sean Hopkins to Sean G's, where you're allowed to drop the freaking link, which I was doing all the time on both those streams, and I came here and it was a mistake. Sorry, dude.
And right before I dropped out of Sean G's, I said specifically I was setting up a quick hangout. If you want a link, get a hold of me in Discord. Because my OBS is acting retarded for some reason at the moment.
Carl Edwards, did you just like fall on your keyboard?
They're coordinates.
Coordinates. Oh wait, hold on. That's gone.
Yeah, hey, it's gone now.
Damn it. I was gonna try to take a closer look at it, but because I'm buzzing, it's kind of hard to look at it.
They were coordinates or code, one of the two.
It was coordinates to how the Stonehenge worked.
The true location of the ice
He's
wall. I
messing
think.
with me now. Pasted in the wrong window.
You're all good, Carl. But I'm going to wind this down here in about 10 minutes, guys. So,
Sounds good, man.
Blue, you got some videos coming out?
Oh, not right away. Probably over the weekend sometime.
All right, guys, if you aren't subscribed to Big Blue, make sure you check out Blue Marvel Science. He does some awesome stuff over there.
I'm sub to him.
Jay,
Mostly-
you got anything going on?
Me? No, I don't got anything going on right now. Other than for the new guys that are in the YouTube chat right now, pay close attention to what Crashes has got to say and what he's got going on, and you're going to be happily surprised at the experiment coming up that you'll see with your eyes.
How else would you see it?
Thanks, Carl.
Live CGI.
Live
There you
CGI.
That's what I was told the other day. So
real time CGI.
Yep, photorealistic CGI.
Yeah.
in real
That would be an amazing piece of technology to do.
Back charge, you got anything to say before we jump off?
No, I'm good. Just good night. It's been good.
All right.
Hey, back Ted.
Good.
Jimmy, you got anything you want to say?
No, man. You all have a good night or day, depending where you are.
How about you, Terry? You want anything? Terry.
Terry. Yo,
Bye,
Bye,
Terry.
see if he just
Australia.
went to the crib.
No, Australian's
See
fake.
if he
That's
went
why
to
he's
grab
not there
some
anymore.
coffee.
Give him a chance. He's in Australia. It takes a minute.
Yeah.
Right?
He's upside down. The blood is all in his head.
It's a long fucking way, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? He might be doing some woodworking. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah.
Terry.
So, hey, Big Blue, What's your type rating, man? If you're a pilot, since you're a pilot, sorry, not if. I'm not being a dick.
What type rating? What are you referring to?
The type rating, I guess, like, do you get your multi-engine? Well, you said you're multi-engine, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get turbine rating or any of that kind of deal? Like,
No,
I had
no,
heard something about type rating, but
Well, type ratings are. I've got a high altitude certification. I do
oh,
have,
nice, okay.
I do have a turbine certification. Type rating is actually for a specific type of aircraft.
That's what I was looking for because I had heard people ask me about type rating and so I'm like, I don't know what the hell a type rating is. So, I haven't really got much of a idea what that is or what it relates to.
It's stuff that doesn't pertain to me. That's for sure.
Gotcha. Like, so they would kind of fall on me as well as like, I can only fly a single engine aircraft in VFR conditions. So that's about it.
Yeah, you're single engine land VFR.
That's all I'm at.
Yep.
I was curious what you got.
Hey, that's their rating. I am commercial single engine land instrument, and my multi engine rating is a private rating. It's not a commercial rating.
Oh, okay, cool. Right on, man.
Terry, are you back yet? Terry.
Let's give him a minute.
Yeah.
And
Morning
then my
laser beams,
CFI,
yes, 5 a.m.
and my CFI
Yep.
rating is single engine.
Oh, okay. So I'm hoping to once I can get the money to do it to get all the ratings necessary. I'm looking for everything that the FAA offers for a pilot.
There is only one guy on the planet that I'm aware of that has all of them.
Who's that?
I can't even think what his name is now. There is one guy that's got like every possible rating.
Hold on, I'll Google it.
It's not Bob Hoover, is it?
No, not Hoover.
Not Hoover. That's the guy that did the upside. Like he did a roll while pouring a glass of tea, isn't it?
Yeah, Hoover's done it. I've done it. It's kind of a fun demonstration. But
I would love to do it. When I went to Spartan College of Aeronautics, his airplane was in the training facility. It's too fucking cool, man.
Shrike Commander, he used to do a hell of a show. I've seen him at Oshkosh a whole bunch of times.
That guy I've got to say, is one amazing pilot, or was one amazing pilot.
Well, he was he flew with Chuck Yeager in World War II, and he and
that's
Yeager,
cool.
He and Yeager both went on to test pilot school. And
Oh wow!
almost every year at Oshkosh, they would have a session with Yeager and Hoover just sitting there bullshitting and telling war stories and stuff. Some of it was just absolutely hilarious.
I met Chuck Yeager when I was a kid. I was like 13 when I met him. I'm 38 now. It gives you an idea how long ago.
Let's see, that would have been what, late 90s?
I was, let's see, 13. It was 1993.
Okay, all right.
Late 93.
Yeah,
He just had stopped in at a local airport that I used to hang out at. Like when I was growing up as a kid, I didn't really get along with a lot of the kids in my area that I grew up in, and I would spend a lot of my time at the airport. And after school, I'd ride my bike to the airport, do my homework there. The aircraft mechanic there would teach me how to work on planes. And one day, Chuck Yeager came in there to refuel his plane and continue on his way. And it was really cool to meet, man. I really liked the guy.
Was it P-51 or?
I don't know. It wasn't the P-51. It was something else. But
Glamorous,
I don't remember the exact plane.
Well, all of his airplanes are named Glamorous, Glennis. Just depending on what number you put behind it.
That doesn't narrow that down.
What was that, Crashes?
All right. It just all of his aircraft.
Yeah, they all did.
Same name. Terry, if you're in here, I give you a chance to say something. I'm ending this. Terry. Terry.
Is he on mute?
Yeah. Well, he muted himself. So.
Right. So he went off to do something. So
Let's hang tight for a second.
Good God. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jaeger,
why not?
Jaeger's a
No.
nice guy.
It's easy. I'm sorry. It's easy for you to say that, Jay. You're 3 hours behind me.
It's only 2:45 here.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. It's 4:47 here.
I still have to wait. I still have to stay awake for another couple of hours before I crash out. I mean, it's 2:48 here. Normally, on my regular shift, when it's not canceled, I don't get home till like 7 o'clock in the morning. So I got to find a
Holy
way to
shit.
stay awake.
How many subs do you have?
Me,
Yeah, you.
106 from what I've seen.
Woohoo! I finally passed you.
God damn it! But good
Yeah,
job, man.
yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. What do you got, Crash? Like
We don't-
113, 14?
116 right now. It says.
116.
Nice.
You're
Blue,
growing,
throw me a
Brett.
sub. Help me catch up.
I'll do it.
Awesome.
Terry might be talking madly. Carl Edwards at 10:48 a.m. here. Oh, screw you guys.
Where in
Yes.
the hell are you, Carl?
I thought he said it was in Australia. Not Australia.
No,
I'm sorry.
he's not
Africa,
in
I thought.
Australia.
Oh,
He's
South
in
Africa.
South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Africa. All right. Yeah. They both begin with A. I was right there.
He says Terry might be talking madly. In case I have a sock that might be interesting.
Yeah, Africa.
Oh my God. Random shit. Why do people keep wanting to watch this? Johannesburg, South Africa. Isn't that where District 9 was supposedly filmed?
I
Yeah.
thought.
Well, that's where the movie was. I don't know if it was filmed there, but it took place in that. Just like the movie Chappie.
I haven't
Chappie
seen
was
Chappie
Australia, wasn't it?
No, that was Africa. It was in Johannesburg, I believe, South Africa.
Oh,
Chappie
okay.
was a good movie. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yet. And he said, "Yep, that's it."
I thought Choppy that movie Chappie was quite the similar resemblance to a Short Circuit.
Oh my gosh, I love that movie. Johnny Five is alive. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fisher Stevens.
Chappie was very, very similar to how it was. Well, in my eyes, anyway, it just looked similar.
Oh, totally different though. Your eyes are wrong.
Way different, but similar style.
Yeah.
Judge
No,
Dredd was
100% wrong. Johnny Five Short Circuit he had treads that he was running on. Chappie was able to walk around like a human apparently. Oh,
But the
not
face
apparently,
looked similar. The face looked very
the
similar.
face. Oh,
Johnny Five was
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Your mother was a
All right.
snowblower.
Yeah, but they disassembled that entire beautiful Firebird for that movie.
Don't disassemble Johnny Five. Need more
Yeah.
input.
I was gonna say to Blue, where are you located at by any chance?
East Tennessee.
East Tennessee. Damn, I'm in the Southwest region. I'm in New Mexico. I was gonna say, shit. If you're close by, we could hang out, go flying for a night.
I'd have to do a lot of flying to get there.
Yeah.
I may be down that way next month.
Down which way? Towards Tennessee or towards New Mexico?
I will be in Tennessee next month.
Oh, gotcha. All right, cool. Well, hopefully you managed to meet up with Blue.
Drop by.
Well, I'll be down there for the Southern Nationals, RC Racing's part of the Triple Crown.
Where do they hold it?
Oh, I'm pulling it up because I wasn't going to go this year, and Zach talked me into it.
Oh, Crashes! You were looking it up earlier. Who's the guy that currently holds all of the type ratings for aviation?
I couldn't find the name. Well, I had to download it from the fucking FAA website because they don't post shit like regular fucking channels.
Gotcha.
So I have a large table to go through.
I was gonna say somebody must that individual must have really dedicated his life to the aviation industry.
I don't want my pursuit.
I mean, could you imagine it, Blue? If you had every single rating available?
I can't imagine it. No, I can't imagine what it would cost.
Oh, dude, it must have cost a fuck ton of money. A metric fuck ton of money. Because I know flurpers are going to want to know what's a fuck ton. They're gonna go, okay, we'll just drop it down to a metric fuck ton. You know what's cool though, Blue? I got to meet the founder of Kiwi Airlines about 12 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he lived in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Wow.
Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
That's over around Nashville. I live in Knoxville.
Same state.
Yeah.
I love Crash's response. Same state.
There is a guy named. Here's a guy, Robert Blaine Briggs, has a total of 105 different ratings.
Damn, dude. 105.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm willing to bet once the spaceship commander's license pops up, I'm pretty sure he'll jump on that, huh?
There's so much shit you can get.
Oh man, it's insane. There's a lot of ratings on there.
Hell yeah. All you got to do is just move to seaplanes and you start all over again.
Yeah. I don't know if I could ever fly a seaplane. It just looks too freaky to me.
I tried to get that rating. In fact, I got set up to take the training down in Florida, and I got down there. Actually, I tied it in with a vacation that we were taking, and that was going to be my deal. I was going to spend 10 days getting my seaplane rating. Only they broke their fucking airplane, so I couldn't
finish it up, huh?
We couldn't do it. Yeah.
Man, I remember when I was 15 or 16 years old. I took a trip up to Pontiac, Michigan to visit some family out there, and their house was like bordered up against a lake in that area, and there was a dude that had a Cessna 172 seaplane edition, a beautiful plane. It was yellow and white. I thought it was float plane. Looked great, and he was he was going to take off, and I don't know what the hell happened or what caused it, but as he was taking off, all of a sudden the plane endoed and just nosedived into the water on takeoff.
Yeah, it can happen.
I don't know what caused it. I never looked into what could cause an airplane to endo like that.
Well, if the water's a little rough and you ever catch the front tip of those damn floats, it's going over.
It's going to suck it down and tip you over, huh?
Yep.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just sitting on the shoreline of my family's house and watching this plane going to take off, and all of a sudden just down into the water it went. I was like, what the fuck? It was kind of a trip.
Yeah. Did the guy get out okay?
Oh yeah, no, he got out fine, man. It was no injuries to him whatsoever. He was actually able to tip the plane back up onto the pylons and haul it back to his shoreline where he had it at.
Yeah, they float pretty good.
It didn't look like there was a lot of damage incurred on it.
Other than all the goddamn lake water the engine sucked in.
Best way to remove water from an engine, if you ever hydrolock an engine, is pull the spark plugs and crank it.
Crank it, yeah,
Push.
Exactly. Squirt it out of there.
Say that again, Jay. Say that again. What you just said.
If you ever hydrolock an engine, whether you're a car or a plane or whatever, best thing to do is remove all the spark plugs and just crank it. It just pushes all the water out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, best way to do it, as far as I know. And then of course change your oil. That's the one thing you want to do.
That's advisable too. Yeah.
Pull the spark plugs out, crank your engine, push out all the water you can, and then do a quick oil change, just quick, if you can.
As
And
long as
then
you
run
didn't
the
bend the
hell out of
rod,
it.
everything will be good.
Yeah.
What was that?
He says as long as you didn't bend
So
the
as long
rod. Yeah.
As long as you didn't want. Sorry, somebody walked on somebody.
And
As long
Jen
as you didn't bend the
and
rod.
Jen in the chat said, Jim Morgan, and hope you didn't bend the rods.
Yes. Hope you didn't pin the rods.
Yep.
All right, guys, I'm jumping off of here. So I will see y'all later.
I got to do the
I was
same,
going
man.
to bed.
I'm gonna go watch some TV. I got to kill a couple of hours before I crash out.
Well,
Lou, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Jimmy, I'll see you tomorrow. Terry, we gave you a chance, brother. We'll catch up with you later.
Everybody
Hey,
else out there,
Crash.